Hello everyone. I didn't get to know. Is it live? Not live yet. Dipanshu. Okay, live now. Hello everyone. I hope you are able to see me and hear me. We have Utkarsh, Ashar, Sri Vishnu, Atishay, and Sivatmika, Yaduvir. Hello, Tejeshwar, Bachina Divya. Yes, you are able to see me that. Wonderful. Fine. Thank you, Yaduvir. Piyush, Ayushman. Many familiar names are also there, and there are, this is a timing change this time. Normally, I used to have classes in the evening time. This is almost night. So whatever, good evening or good night. Let's call it good evening, and at the end we shall bid good night. Okay, so ready? Let's start. I'm perfectly fine, movie bits. And I knew that because of the timing, I'm going to see many new faces or many new names today. Many of you might be night bits, night birds, night birds. So I'm sure that many of you might be working, or some of you might be college goers also, some of you might be free also with all the things. So yes, welcome back. Sri Vishnu, yes, we met just yesterday. So Ayushman, Sri Vishnu and many others were there yesterday's session also. That was a quant session. And today we are going to discuss about LRDI part. Fine. So आज basics से होगा या doubts only or practice? Okay, adjuts sir, I am having some questions which you are going to solve. We are going to solve it together. That's one part of the agenda. And if you have any doubts, any queries, I can take up that also. See, the point is that I am here with you for next 2 hours, right? So whatever benefit you can derive, I'm completely with it, right? I'm completely with it. So let's first start with your queries. If you have any queries or any doubts or anything you want to ask. And then I also have some good questions. I have just seen the questions. I have not solved them earlier. I just seen them and I found them really good questions. So I have some LRDI sets with me, some nice sets based on the previous CAT papers and some more things. So we'll discuss them also. And these are good sets, not easy set, not good set, difficult sets. Okay, warmed for difficult sets. Yes, I'm warmed up for difficult sets. Wonderful. Okay. So Rushil is ready for the difficult sets. Yes, we are having some difficult sets today. But as Adoots was asking for, if you have any doubts or any queries, any sort of things you want to ask, so I can take at least 5-10 minutes for that, right? In the beginning, right now. So please shoot up with your queries if you have any. Is there any other thing right in here? Areva. I can see that some glorification is mentioned about me. Let me read what it is. I didn't see that earlier. 99% comes in this high intensity LRDI practice session where we solve actual CAT-level DI. Yes, exactly. Step by step. Exactly. ठीक है, fine. Okay, जल्दी से start कर दें, Adus. Okay. Atishay, I was waiting. Adus, I was waiting for your doubts. If you want to ask anything. Is this first class? All-in-one Bangalore memes. Bhai Saab, I don't know how you start, how you classify a class as a first class. I don't know. So I cannot comment on that. So the moment you start, it may be your first class, but I'm taking classes since the beginning of this year. So, and these are the free sessions basically on YouTube for our existing iQuanta students as well as the other students who might be well-wishers of iQuanta who follow our YouTube channel and Facebook group. So it's for all of you, right? It's for all of you. So for some it is not the first session and for some it might be, right? And you might be one of them. And I hope that if this is your first class, this won't be your last class. You will be addicted to this channel now, right? You will be addicted to this brand now. It's a good brand, right? If good persons are associated, then it will remain a good brand. Okay, Devang, will doubts be solved in online classes? If yes, and how? Okay, Devang, I think you are our student, enrolled student, right? So you're asking about the doubts you are having. So in live classes, generally we have a limited time. We have hundreds of students live there, right? So sometimes even thousands students are there together. So anyway, so point is that in live classes, we take up the doubts related to the topic which is ongoing, right? But if you have some other doubts, some other questions, anything is there, you can post in your respective classroom group, right? You have a designated group for doubts nowadays, right? So you can ask your doubts there. The faculties and our special doubt resolving team is there, which is going to help you. Other than that, you are also having your fellow aspirants who are there to help you, right? So in live classes also sometimes we take doubts, and that's it. ठीक है ना? Nidhi Mori is already addicted. Wonderful. That's a good addiction. That's a good addiction. I know that. I know that. What else? K is saying, sir, please start. Okay, start करते हैं. Question. I think Adults is not asking any question. I am an IPM aspirant and currently preparing for IIM BBA. Can I also do CAT questions? Yes, why not? Why not? अरे ये IPM which you are calling about, this is ये CAT का किटन ही तो है ना, CAT ही का बिल्ली का ही बच्चा है, चलेगा? Priyansh, yes, it is going to help you. I have bought course 4 days back and I bought the basics of quants and you were fab in teaching. अरे अच्छा, it's a good comment for me. Thank you, Adults. Thank you for that. Are these LR sets or DI sets? It's a combination. Okay, let's start now. Let's start now. So, without wasting any time, I have taken all the queries, and meanwhile also we'll be checking the queries. But now let's start with the first set for the time being, and I'm presenting you the set now. And I'm sure that many of you are already excited to solve, and I've already mentioned that these are some good sets, right? Difficult sets, you can say, and based on the previous year's CAT or some exact CAT questions also. So I'm going to show you the set, and I'm going to give you some time, say 8 to 10 minutes, right? I think not more than 10 minutes, and then we shall solve it together, right? Afterwards, we shall solve it together and we shall discuss everything step by step, right? Some things you might have solved, some things you may have been stuck somewhere, right? That we shall discuss. Fine, ready? How many sets comes from table charts? See, nothing is fixed in the examination. Don't have these doubts in your mind. In examination, nothing is fixed. कि इस टॉपिक से इतने क्वेश्चन आएंगे ही आएंगे, इस टाइप के इतने क्वेश्चन आएंगे ही आएंगे. Nothing is fixed. Nothing is fixed. Okay, so we need to be ready for everything. So anyhow, so I'm starting with this first set for the day, and the set is here in front of you. Please confirm, is it visible properly or not? Let me read it. Is it visible or not? Please confirm. I'm reading it for you. It says 10 students PQ, RST, UV, WX and Y belong to 5 families A, B, C, D, E. The below chart shows the total weight in kilogram of each family. Okay, the 10 students, 5 families, and the chart shows the total weight of each family. The weight of 5 students is also known as shown in the table. Okay, so in that table we know the student weight of 5 students, and this pie chart, sort of pie chart, this shows the weights of the 5 families. It is also known that we have 4 further points. That's it. So that is the information. Is visible now? Fine. The charts are visible. If any value is not visible clearly, I can write that for you. All the values are visible. So in this table, it says P 50 by 3, S 50, T 175 by 3, V 75, X is 100. And in this pie chart, I can see A as 250, B as 400, C as 300, D as 200, and E has 350. Is it fine? Only Sri Vishnu is confirmed. Everyone, is it visible? I hope in my screen I can see it's clearly visible. So I'm sure you also must be able to see. Fine. So this is the information, and I think on the next slide, oh yes, on this slide, next slide, there are the 4 questions. So right now I'm giving you 10 minutes. You can take a screenshot of these questions, or you can write the questions whatever way you wish. And I will move back to that information table, and I'm going to give you exactly 10 minutes. Please take a screenshot of this 4 questions, right? Take screenshot of these questions or write down whatever way you wish. Please confirm, is it done? Have you taken the screenshot of the questions? Please confirm. So I say in all my sessions, this chat is the only way through which I can communicate with you, right? I can't see your faces. हो सकता है आप वहां बैठे बैठे मुंडी हिला रहे हो गया भाई, I can't see you. Okay, thank you. So even if you have not done, you can move the timeline of your video and you can see it again. I'm going back to the information page here, and now I'm starting the timer. So in my system's watch, it is 21:44. I'm giving you exactly 10 minutes. That means we will start our discussion at 21:54. So here you go. If anything is unclear, you can ask through comments. Otherwise, we will start a discussion at this designated time. This is your time to solve. Okay, so we have started to get some answers, and Shri Vishnu has done, and Bangalore sir says confused. Okay, Tejeshwar also has done, has got his answers. B, C, 2C. Ishanya got it. We still have 1 more minute. What about others? There are many others who have joined here. I hope you're solving it. अरे सोना नहीं है भाई. I didn't give you break to solve to सोने के लिए नहीं दिया, solve करने के लिए time दिया है. By the way, anyone needs more time? In the scheduled time limit, you have just got 1 more minute. Is it sufficient or you need more time? Please write. If you need more time, only one has written. बाकी लोग सो गए क्या? Okay, Shri Vishnu has given his answer. Nidhi has got stuck somewhere, so need more time, slightly more time. Okay. Are Shania earlier saying yes, get it. Now you're saying more time. Okay. Okay, so I'm giving you 2 more minutes. Our scheduled time is over. It's already 21:54. I'm giving you 2 more minutes. I'm giving you 2 more minutes. Please try to finish it. Fine. So wherever you are, try to reach to the conclusion. I'm giving you 2 more minutes. And there are Bangalore memes. So try to Try to get out of the confusion. And we are going to discuss some beautiful puzzles also today after this first set discussion. Okay, I got one more answer by Ayushman. Vishnu says, some good open sources where we can get some good sets like this. Okay, Ayushman, that's all. That's always a puzzle. So puzzles is a good source. I think Shri Vishnu, I told it yesterday also. So by the way, we will be solving some questions today. You will be getting some idea. Okay, K has written some answers and Jigar Lalwani done. Jigar, you can put your answers here. You can compare with others. Okay, so let's start the discussion now. Done finally, Shania, good. She got stuck somewhere. I think Nidhi got stuck somewhere also. And Bangalore memes, bhai, were you able to come out of the confusion? Okay, let's check now. So this question, by the way, how was this question? How do you feel about this question? Was it good? Confusing, easy, medium, difficult, where you will rate it? If I talk to you about in terms of easy, medium or difficult, what would you, how you would rate this set? Money ratio will be the ratio of their weights. I don't know. I have not seen the question. I'll be seeing it with you. Easy to moderate. Okay, many of you are writing easy to moderate or medium. Fine. Asher says same thing. And Ayushman, Jigar. Oh, Shri Vishnu says difficult. Are? Tejeshwar says easy. And Vishnu says difficult. Shari is still stuck. And in between there, Vompla says let's solve it. Ananya also says discuss. Some are stuck. Shrayu is still stuck. Is it a PYQ? It's mentioned like that. If see, I have told you many times, some questions are exact PYQs and some are questions based on PYQs. So anyhow, we are preparing for that only, right? That doesn't matter. In some cases, the values are changed slightly, right? Some names are changed sometimes. So anyhow, it was a good set, right? Okay, good questions. You started well, but struck in between. Nidhi is mentioning that. Some are saying medium. Okay, let's solve it now. Yes, Ananya, let's solve it now. See, one point is that about the difficulty level which I just asked you, you can see the comment yourself. Although not thousands of students are here right now, among few students, but still we are having the different opinions. Some are considering moderate, medium level, some are considering difficult, and some are even said that it is the easy set, right? So the difficulty level always depends upon you, not the examiner. Examiner has given same question to everyone, right? But how do you take it? What are your capabilities? That makes a question appearing to be difficult or easier. So basically you need to uplift yourself. So that is the objective for which all of us are trying now, right? We want to uplift ourselves. Okay, let's see this, what is given and what is being asked. So there are 10 students, their names are mentioned, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, X, Y, U, V, W, X, Y, and they belong to 5 families A, B, C, D, E. Now see, it does not mention that each family has got two members, two students. No, it was not mentioned, right? So, but these 10 students belong to these 5 families only. है ना? These 5 students, these 10 students belong to these 5 families only. So, the below chart shows the total weight of each family. So, in spite of this chart, let me write these values. So, the family A, so this is family A. So, family A का total weight है 250. Family B का total weight है 400. Family C has a total weight of 300. Family D has a total weight of 200. Family E has a total weight of 350, right? Now, how many members are there? How many students are there? And which one are there? That we may try to get the values. Now, what about the weights of students? That is also mentioned. There are 10 students, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y. So, out of which, for some, we know their weights. So, for P, the weight is given to be 50 by 3 kilogram, right? पतला सा है शायद कोई है ना. S is having a 50 kilogram weight and T 175 by 3 and V 75, X 100. See why I'm writing this? Because when you are going to see this data on the screen, you can't solve on the screen. You also need to write on the paper, right? So that's what I'm doing. Okay. So what else? What next we are to do? So this is I have just reprinted the information given. Now there's some further points here. Each student got rupees 4,000 per kilogram from the family head. अभी ये per kilogram कौन सा उसका खुद का weight, right? So for these students, we know that how much money they are going to get, how much cash, the amount they are going to get, right? Let me write. So just I need to multiply by 4. लिखें क्या? जाने दो क्या करना बाद में देखेंगे, right? That's not that much required. So basically, everyone is going to multiply their weight with 4,000, and that will be the amount, that will be the money which they will be getting from the family head, which is given in this first point here. Okay, let's see the next point. It says each student belongs to one family only. That's obvious thing now. That for example, if student P belongs to A, then it does not belong to any of the other families. So each student belongs to exactly one of the family, right? It's belong to one family only. Okay, the cash in rupees got by students P, R, Y were in the ratio 1:12:12. By the way, if they are getting the cash that is in this ratio 1:12:12, it also means that their weights also must be in the ratio 1:12:12, right? But who are these students? So these students are P, R and Y. तो P का तो मुझे मालूम ही है, right? P का तो मालूम ही है. Can this information, with this information, can you tell me the weights of R and Y? Can you tell me the weights of R and Y? तो this P का weight को अगर 1 मान लिया जाए तो the weights of R and Y are to be 12 times, right? So I just need to make it multiply it with 12. ठीक है ना? Okay, meanwhile Atisha has already solved. Very nice. Those Wompla and Ananya, are you getting this point? What would be the weight of R and Y? How can I find that? Yes, I need to multiply this value by 12, right? No need to find the cash, because to get the cash, I just need to multiply the weights with 4,000, which is a common thing, right? So that can be done as per the question. So right now in this table, the weights of R and Y can be figured out just by multiplying this with 12. That would be 200 each. 3 चौका 12, 3 4s are 12, 4 into 50 is 200. So 200 is the weight of R and 200 is the weight of Y. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So now we know the weights of 7 students. 3 are still remaining. Let's read further. It's fine? Okay, आगे बढ़ते हैं. And that by R, U and W were in the ratio 4:7:8. There is one more ratio given, this time for R, U and W. Now we know the value of R, right? So R corresponds to this 4 part. So if you consider 4 parts is 200, so that means 1 part is 50, isn't it? If 4 part is 200, R is 200, 4 part is 200, so 1 part is 50. That means the other two, U and W, we can figure out their weights. Let me write it here. So for U and W, that can be figured out, right? So U is having 7 parts, right? So can you tell me what would be the weight of U? Remember, 1 part is 50, 4 is 200, so 1 part is 50, so 7 part would be 350, right? Yes, wonderful. Yes, excellent, Avinash, Mehak and Sivatmika there. So it would be 350, and for W it is 8 part, that is 400. So 350 and 400. So now there is only one person remaining whose weight is not given so far, not known so far. Student P belongs to family A. Oh, that has been directly mentioned, that student P belongs to family A. Okay, so who is remaining? Let me see. Q is remaining, right? Q is remaining. So P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, Y. Okay. So can we figure out the value, the weight of Q? Is there any way? Yes, there is a way. And what is that way? What is that way? Can anyone tell me? Can anyone suggest? I would like to hear from Ananya or Vompla specifically. How to find out the weight of the remaining student W, the 10th one. All the other 9 students' weight is known to me. I want to figure out the weight of Q now. Oh, sorry, it's 400. Thank you. I was just saying whether you are awake or not. Good. It means all of you are awake. By the way, it increased the number of comments flow also. Tejeshwar, Atishay, yes, W is 400. That's correct. Vompla, bhai sahab, aapne W 450 likha. It's not 450, it's 400, right? It is 8 times 550. That is 400. Okay. Yes, exactly, Bengaluru. Total sum of family difference. Exactly. So basically, these all 10 students belong to these 5 families and their total weight is known to me. I can add this up, right? So sum of the total weight of the family member should come out to be the sum of the total weights of these 10 persons, right? So let's do that. So if I add this, so 0 is here, then 5 and 5, 10, 0, 1 carry. So 1 plus 2, 3, 3 and 4, 7, 7 and 3, 10, 10 and 5, 15. This is 1500. So this total should also come out to be 1500, isn't it? Yes, exactly. Wonderful, wonderful. So we have added all the weights of these 5 families. That is comes out to be 1500. And now I can subtract the weight of these 9 family members. So I can get the weight of this remaining 10th family member Q. Okay. So let me add this. So 50 plus 175 by 3 is how much? 225 by 3. That would be 75, right? So 75 plus 75, 150, 150 and 50, 200, 200 and 500. 200 and 500 is 700. 700 and 400, 1100, 1100 and 350. 1100 and 350 is how much? 1100 and 350 is 1450. So it must be 50, right? Yes, 50 is right. I think somebody wrote 90. No, it is 50. 50 is right, right? So the weight of Q comes out to be 50 kilograms. So basically, we got to know the weight of all the 10 students. Is it fine so far? Is it fine so far? Clear to everyone? So a weight of 5 families was already given, and now we have figured out the weight of the 10 students, basically 10 family members also with this given information. 5 weights were already given, and the remaining we have identified using this third point, right? Now we can easily figure out their cash also just by multiplying with 4000 their individual weights. Now we need to identify which student belong to which family. That is still to be done. No information is given for that so far, but student P belongs to family A. That is mentioned. Student P belongs to family A. Nothing else is mentioned. Hana? Is there anything remaining? I think we have read all the things. Each student got rupees 4000 per kilogram from the family head. Okay. Each student belongs to one family only. Okay. The cash and rupees got by students P, R, Y were in the ratio this, and that Y, R, U, W were in the ratio 478. We have used that. Now student P belongs to family A. So that's the entire information. Nothing else is given. Fine. So now I think we can move to the questions, right? Because no other information is available regarding family members, that which family member or which student belong to which family. So there is no clue given. Is there any clue? Yes, there is one clue. What is that clue? The weights, right? You can see the weight of the family members of family A is given. It is 50 by 3, right? So, but the total is 250. So, which student should be or could be here so that the weight comes out to be 250, right? So, this clue is there. So, we have to make use of this clue and then we can move to the questions, right? Then we can move to the questions. So, now how to go about this? So, one thing is that you can see there's this weight is an integer, right? And P belongs to this family A, but P is having a fractional weight. So, I need to have another fraction which makes it an integer. That means T certainly also belongs to family A. Yes or no? Yes, T also belongs to family A. So, P and T, when their weight is combined, that comes out to be 75. That comes out to be 75, right? So, out of 250, 75 is there. So, how to get the remaining weights now? So, remaining 175, I need more. So 175, no one is having individually, but we have this 75 ending in 5, right? So certainly we must be part of this. Now I am left with 100 only. So is there anyone having weight of 100 or 50-50? Yes, we are having two persons 50-50, or there is one person X having 100, right? So either of these group could be there. Either S and Q both should be here, or this X should be here. Is it clear so far? Okay, Ayushman is saying B can have only W. Okay, family B can have only W. Yes, because if I see from the student's point of view, so this W is having 400 kilogram weight, so it cannot go anywhere else. So W is certainly here. So let me write here. Let me write here. This is certainly having W, and it is having W only, right? So W is gone. Let me cancel it. W is gone. Okay? And for this family A, we have already identified these three for sure, P, T and V. Other than that, I need 100 kilogram more. That could be because of X, or it could be because of S and Q both, right? That is still unsure. That is still unsure. Okay. Okay, same for you. Okay, so as we did for W, that W is having 400 kilogram weight, so it is certainly belongs to family B, nothing else is possible. Now, highest weight is 350, U as somebody suggests is very nice. So I shall mention for that. So U is having 350 kilogram weight. So 350 kilogram weight cannot go anywhere else. B was already having 400. So now it's certainly only E. So U certainly belongs to family E, and U is the only member from this family. So this 350 is also gone. Okay, what else now? Now we have only these two families left, 250 and 300. And this 250, let's check this 250, how we can get 250. See, P, T and V have already gone there. So 250 कैसे बना सकते हैं? One of these 200 must be there. So 150 will go there certainly, isn't it? See, we are left with 100, 200, 200. 50-50, right? 50-50. So 150 will certainly go in this. कहाँ गया? अरे ये गड़बड़ कर रहे हैं क्या? Are we doing anything wrong here? This was 75, 75, 150. अच्छा ये तो हम कर चुके हैं ना? अच्छा C, let's check C. How we can get this C? I'm left with 200, 200, 100. And then this 50-50, that is remaining because these three have already gone there. When these three have gone there already, so it is already 175, 150, sorry. This was 75 and 75, 150 is gone. So 100 more is required here. So 100 यहाँ पे चाहिए, 300 यहाँ पे चाहिए. और 200 यहाँ पे भी चाहिए. So 300, 200, 500 and 100, 600 that is required. So 200, 200, 100, 100, 600 we are having. Okay, so how to distribute? See, can I do that this 200 be given by 100 50-50? Not possible, because then we won't be able to give 100 there. So this 200 would be having directly 200 only, either R or Y. And this C also would be having 200 directly R or Y. So here we must have R or Y. Same here also we must have R or Y, right? So here only one member R or Y, and here one member R or Y, and the other one would be that combination as we saw earlier. So either it is going to be X, or it is going to be a combination of S and Q, right? Same way here, already we are having these members P, T, V for sure. So P is here, T is here, V is here. Other than that, I want 100 more, which could be because of either X or S and Q both. Is that fine? We have got all the cases. We have got all the cases now. Multiple cases are there. Yes, exactly. Is it fine? So basically in this same one notation, this is the only part I have written so far, you can see, right? This is the only part you have written so far. Nothing else is required. And I have made all the cases here. I have made all the cases here. So for B, family member is fixed. For for E, family member is fixed. For D, there are two possibilities. Either it is going to be R or Y. For C, it is going to be one of R or Y, so they are occupied. And other than that, we are going to have either X or a combination of S and Q. And same combination of X and S and Q would be there in A, other than we are having PTV. That's it. So these are the different cases possible. Is that okay? क्लियर? ठीक है ना? अनन्या है कि भाग गई? अनन्या, are you there? And Nidhi, Vompla has already mentioned that. Perfectly fine. Okay, so let's move further, and now nothing else could be done, right? Nothing else could be done. Now let's see the questions. Atisha is saying answer to question 3 should be 4. Okay, let's see that. I have not seen the questions yet, so let me see the questions, and then we will come back to this multiple cases to see what are the answers. ठीक है ना? Okay, so I'm moving to the questions now, and let's see them one by one. So first question is here. It says student X belongs to which family? We are talking about student X. Do we know about this? I think there were two possibilities, right? Student X के बारे में there were two possibilities. What were they? Let me check. So student X could belong to family A or family C, right? Family A or family C. Yes, family A or C. That is option 1 or 2. So answer would be option 4. Is it fine? Fine. So that is the first question. Let me check the second question now. Which of the following students could be from family D? We are talking of family D. So S O. ये zero कौन था भाई? पता नहीं क्या है? R. Let's family D we are checking. So family D is here. So it is going to be R or Y, right? In family D it is going to be R or Y. And question is asking which of the following could be. So R or Y. Nothing else, right? All of these no, R no. R or Y tha na, so R could be there. So option 3 would be the answer. Yes or no? Yes. So question was not saying this surely. We are not sure that R belongs to family D. It is possibility, right? He could be. So either it is going to be R or Y. So question was asking which of the following students could be from family D. So R could be, right? So R is certainly the answer here. 0 doesn't make any sense, as cannot be, and all of these also cannot be. So R is the answer. Moving to the third question. In how many ways could 10 students belong to this family? Now we need to count the cases. Basically, it's a counting question now. How many different cases would be there? We are talking about this third question. So we have seen that there are multiple possibilities. See, so R and Y can arrange in 2 ways. And this is a combination of X and S plus Q can also arrange in 2 ways. So this is 2 into 2, 4. I think Atisha was saying about that only. Yes, there are 4 cases. Are you getting that? If I put R here, it has to be Y. But in that situation, X and S plus Q can interchange. Right? Same way, if I put Y here, this would be R, that is fixed. But again, X and S plus Q can interchange in 2 ways. So in each of the 2 cases, there are 2 cases for arranging X and S plus Q. So there are exactly 4 different cases possible. So in how many ways could 10 students belong to these families? There are exactly 4 different arrangements. So 4 different ways possible. Is that fine? Vumpla, for which question you are saying D option? We haven't got any answer to D option so far. I think for first question, yes, we got the last option. For second question, we have got the option 3. And in third question, we got this answer 4. Okay, let's see, move to the next question now. Is this third question clear to everyone? Many of you have written that already. How you have understood that how we got these 4 different ways? Is that clear? Is it clear? ठीक है ना? Okay, fine. Yes, good. So I'm moving to the last question of this set now. It says, if family A had paid 5,000 per kilogram to the students, okay, so in spite of 4,000 per kilogram, it has given 5,000 per kilogram to the students. Then it says, who belong to that family, of course, then cash received by how many students was not affected. Okay, then cash received by how many students was not affected. Okay, so it says that the family A has given 5,000 per kilogram to the students who belong to that family A, right? So then cash received by how many students was not affected. So basically it is asking about which students certainly do not belong to family A, isn't it? That is a question. How many students basically do not belong to family A certainly? That is a question. Let's check that. So W certainly do not belong here. R and Y certainly do not belong here. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's it. 4, isn't it? Because 3 are certainly here, and these 3 also could belong to family A. So there are 6 members who could belong to family A, out of which 3 are sure, and out of these three, maybe one or maybe two, right? So we are not sure about them. But other than these six, the remaining four students certainly do not belong to family A. So that means their cash received is certainly not going to be affected by this change. So option A, yeah, option 1, that answer 4 would be the right answer. Is it okay? If family A had paid who belongs to family, then cash received by how many students was not affected. Okay, so if you are considering then x and s plus q also situation, so either 5 or 6, then in that case option 4. Ah, yes, got it, got it. No, it is still tricky, Ayushman. It is still tricky. Yes, you are right. You are right. Many of you are saying option 4. That's fine. That's fine. See, they have not used the word certainly. See, they have not used the word certainly. The question is then cash received by how many students was not affected. So they have not listed here certainly. If you talk about certainly, then certainly 4 students do not belong to, they cannot belong to family A and their cash has certainly not been affected. But they have not used the word certainly here, right? So that means among x or s plus q, one person certainly belong to that family A. So if x belongs to the family A, in that case 4 plus 2, 6 members would be there. And if S and Q belong to family A, in that case 5 members would be there. So 5 or 6, that is option 2 or option 3. That means option 4. Hai na? So yes, so just because of the one word, if it had been certainly, in that case 4 was the right answer, because certainly 4 students cash won't be hampered, won't be affected. But certainly word is not mentioned, so there are possibilities. And what are the possibilities? Possibilities are that either 5 or 6 members are not affected. Is it okay? Yes, exactly, Tejeshwar. It was not mentioned here necessarily. So we considered that necessarily part, then we saw that there are 4 students exactly whose cash has not been necessarily, certainly not affected, right? But the word is not mentioned here. That's why there are 2 possibilities, either 5 or 6. That's why option 4 should be the right answer. Is it fine? Exactly, Ashar. Yeah, -1 ho jata. Yes, exactly. Anyway, so the point is that only that we need to read the question very, very clearly. So that's why examination is not about doing the questions faster. It is more about doing the questions correctly, accurately. And for that, you need to have cool mind, calm mind. Your nerves should be cool enough and stabilized. Don't be in rush, right? Don't lose your thinking power. And recheck, reread. Have I missed something? Have I done something mistake? Have I done correctly or not? Have I calculated correctly or not? Are there any other situations possible? Right? So we need to be very, very careful. That is what is required in CAT. ठीक है ना? Okay, yes, so answer to question 4 should be option 4. Yes, that's correct, Ananya. And Nancy is asking question 3 again. So question 3 again, अरे मैडम पूछा था मैंने, जब तो बोली नहीं. Anyway, let's see now. Wonderful, Ananya. Ananya has got all questions correct. अरे पहले तो रो रही थी अनन्या, solve नहीं हुआ, discuss. अच्छा, she wanted to flaunt कि मैंने सारे सही किए हैं. Okay, Nancy is asking about third question. So, madam, in this third question, we could see that other than this combination of R and Y and this combination of X and S plus Q, all other family members are fixed, right? So there is no worries about that. So if I fix R here in this family C, if I take R here, then Y will certainly be here, right? So how many situations are possible in that case? If I take R here, then Y is here. So what about the cases? Now still there are 2 cases, because X here and S plus Q here, or X here and S plus Q here, right? And same 2 cases would happen if I fix Y here, then R will be here. And then again 2 cases are there, right? So total 2 plus 2, 4 arrangements or 4 different ways are there of distribution of the family members, these students, among these 10 families, 5 families. Is that fine? Ayushman, not 4 or 6, it is 5 or 6. Is it fine? Nancy, is that clear now? Have you understood? Yes, I discussed the same thing earlier also. Let's discuss once again. Listen once again very carefully. So you have to calculate how many different arrangements are possible, how many different cases are possible. So that's what I'm doing very simply, right? Very simply. Although mathematically, if you see, there are two arrangements for this group, there are two arrangements for this group. So 2 into 2, 4. That's it. So what are those 4 ways? That's also we are discussing. So if I put R here, this would be Y, right? Or if I put Y here, this would be R. These are the two cases, right? Let's check them one by one. So let's fix R here. Then Y is fixed here, right? That is gone. But the moment you put R here and Y here, so still we can have two different cases, right? And same way, if you fix Y here and R would be here, then also you are having two cases because of this arrangement. So in each of the case, each of the arrangement of R and Y, we have two cases because of this, the other pair, right? That's how total 4 ways are there. That's it. Okay, fine. So that's done. Now Derek has come up with something. What is that? Let me read. So Derek is saying non-engineer male SC category, how much I need for Blackie FMS? अरे भाई कम क्यों लाते हो? जितना ज्यादा ला सको लाओ ना. If you want to go about the statistics, so check out the actual statistics at the respective college website. So they provide all the details there. But still, regarding your preparation, can you be sure that मैं dot, suppose 85 percentile, let's assume that, suppose in this category, in this all the things you have mentioned, 85 percentile is sufficient to get admission, right? But can you be sure that whatever you are attempting, you are certainly going to get 85 percentile? You can't be sure. अरे कोई पैसे दे के थोड़ा marks खरीदने हैं, right? You have to attempt the test. So you should always target to attempt to best of your ability. Simple thing, है ना? But still, statistics you can obtain from the websites of the respective colleges, respective institutions, and that will give you the exact scenario, right? So don't go by any rumors, don't go by any gimmicks, don't go by any predictions, right? So your target should be to get as much as possible, right? So that there is no iota of doubt. There should not be any doubt, है ना? I hope that satisfies Derek. Okay, what else is here? Ayushman, या तो 5 होगा या 4. 4 क्यों हुआ भाई? Okay, Ayushman, let's understand that. Let's understand that. So for A is going to get how many family members? Either 4 or 5. Yes or no? So the number of family members of A would be either 4 or 5. PTVX or PTVSQ. Yes or no? So the family members of A, let me write here only, the family members of A are going to be either PTVX, that means 4 family members, right? So how many are remaining? 6 are remaining. Okay? Or in other situation, the family members of P could be PTV. If it is not X, then in that case it is S and Q. So SQ. That means there are 5 family members which belong to P. So there are 5 other students which do not belong to this family A, right? So how many are not affected? So it is going to be 5 or 6. Is that okay, Ayushman? ठीक है ना? Yes, remaining. It is asking about the remaining. That's what we are discussing here, Ayushman. That we need to understand the question properly. That is very much required, right? So that's why I'm saying we are not supposed to answer within seconds. Although you can do that and you should do that, but that is not the priority. Priority is to do the question correctly with accuracy. That is the priority. Fine. So doing it faster is certainly a good thing. It is not a bad thing. But if it is not accurate, then what is good about this? Right? What is good about this? So the first priority is accuracy. I hope you understand that. Our first priority is accuracy. So accuracy is much more important. Accuracy is much more important than speed, right? On highways you see this slogan. It used to be there. Nowadays I have not seen since a long time. But anyhow, earlier it was there. Speed thrills but kills, right? This used to be a slogan at many places. Speed thrills but kills. Right? Anyhow, the speed is good. It's not bad. Speed is not bad, but accuracy is my priority. Right? Accuracy is my priority, and you can see with the unbiased mind, rational mind, if you see the examination, you are having very less questions with respect to time. So on an average, if you are supposed to do all the questions, then also you are having more than 2 minutes per question, almost 2 minutes per question. 2 minutes means 120 seconds, right? So you are not being asked to answer in 2 seconds, 3 seconds. By 120 seconds, more than 100 seconds per question you are having. It is too much time. Fine. Okay, so let's move further. Okay, let's move to the next set. So Tejeshwar, let's move to the next set. आगे बढ़ते हैं, है ना? Yes, AA review is also saying next set, sir. Okay, but I mentioned, remember I told you I wish to discuss one puzzle. Are you ready for the puzzle first? Let's do a small simple puzzle before we move to the next set. This we have already covered. Let's discuss one puzzle first. What is a good time to complete one set in DILR? 8 to 10 minutes is sufficient. AA review. 8 to 10 minutes is sufficient, but it depends upon the difficulty level. Sometimes they are very difficult. It may take 15 minutes, 20 minutes, maybe. Sometimes even more than that, right? So that's why you see that in a 40-minute section, how many questions one is able to do? 7 questions, 8 questions, 9 questions, 10 questions. That's it, right? 7 to 8 questions is generally a good attempt, which is sufficient to give you up to 99 percentile or maybe more than 99 percentile, right? So 7 to 8 questions means maximum 2 sets, right? So you can see effectively 20 minutes per set, right? But by the way, it's not as simple arithmetic as that, because you have wasted time on other sets also, right? So effectively a student takes around 10 minutes, on an average about 10 minutes per set. Basically, if there are 4 sets, so you're effectively having 10 minutes per set, right? You can understand that. Anyhow, so let's discuss a small puzzle. I wish you to write a 5-digit number. Any one of you. कौन किसको बोलूं? Escher, target तो चारों करना चाहिए. अगर 5 है तो पांचों करना चाहिए. Your target should be to do best. All the sets should be done. But if it is not possible to be done, then it's okay. है ना? So that's what I'm saying. Don't go with a predicted mind कि मुझे इतना attempt करना है. That is not good. So I want to 5 digit number. Okay, Ayushman has given to me. Good. Ayushman, that was my condition also. That all the days should be different. अरे उड़ा दिया क्या? आयुष्मान ने इरेज कर दिया शायद. चलो आयुष्मान ने फिर से लिखा है. I'm taking the Ayushman's number. It is 79541. Wait. One number is sufficient. Ayushman has given 79541. 79541. Okay. So it's good. I required that. I wanted to say, but before that you gave the numbers. So I wanted that only, that all the 5 digit numbers should be different. That was my requirement. And it satisfies that. Okay. So now I got other numbers from other students also. Let me take help of Tejeshwar now. Tejeshwar, please write another 5-digit number, but first listen carefully. Tejeshwar, you are to write another 5-digit number, again with different digits, right? All the digits should be different, and they should also be different from the digits used by Ayushman. Tejeshwar, have you got understood? Have you got the instructions clearly? Let's listen once again. So Tejeshwar is going to write another 5-digit number with all the different digits as this one given by Ayushman, but there is one extra condition, that no digit of your number should match any digit of Ayushman. Tejeshwar, what's your number? 67823. 67823. Wonderful. But sir, you have used 7 na? अरे बाबा Tejeshwar Babu, 7 repeat कर दिए हो. 7 नहीं ना आएगा. Okay, Nitin Pandey ji has given. Sumit Pukale, we have already discussed 4 ways, and I have shown you also how. है ना? Nitin Pandey is saying 68320. That seems fine. 68320. That's fine. So no digit is repeated and all the digits are different. Is that fine? Is that okay? Yeah, of course, there could be many other combinations also possible. So anyway, I have taken this. Is it fine? Okay. Now listen. So I'm going to subtract this number. So basically, you have seen that we have formed 2 numbers having 5 digits each, and all the 5 digits are different in both the numbers and among themselves also. So effectively, we have used all the 10 digits to write these 2 numbers, right? We have used all the 10 different digits starting from 0 up to 9, right, to get these numbers. Now we are going to subtract them. Let's see what happens. So 1 minus 0 is 1, 4 minus 2 is 2, 5 minus 3 is 2, 9 minus 8 is 1, and 7 minus 6 is 1. So the difference comes out to be a 5-digit number. It is 11,221, right? Now, question to all of you, the problem for all of you is that I want to have this difference attain its minimum value. So what would be that minimum value? That is the question. These numbers are to be designed by you as per this condition only, that all the 10 digits are different, right? And both are 5-digit numbers. That means a number cannot start with 0, obviously, right? And the difference is to be taken. The smaller number is to be subtracted from the larger number. So that difference needs to be minimized. So what will be the minimum value of this difference? That is the question. Do it now. Right? Number is to be created by you. This was just an example, right? This was just an example. So you are to create the numbers and you are to find the difference. So what will be that minimum difference? That's my question. Please solve it. Jaldi se karo. And this is a good logical question. Do it fast. Sumit, Datta, Ayushman, you are writing the difference. It is 11,111. Is it the minimum value? Is it minimum? Can you further reduce it? It's better to write in that way as AA review has written. You can write the numbers whose difference you have calculated and write the difference as well. Write the difference as well. Write that difference as well. I am writing AA review has written 97531. Let me write 97531, and he has subtracted what it is 86420. 86420, and he has not written the difference, but it is visible. It's 11111. So 11,111. Many others also have got this. So is it minimum? It's not. It's not. Try to reduce it further. Can you reduce it further? Can you reduce it further? Do that. That's fine. That's Sumit. Okay, that's I've written. So it's 11,111. But this is not minimum. Try to further reduce it. And I need to reach to the minimum value. Let's see. Can you do it? Okay, Nitin Pandey has, Arey wah, Jigar Lalwani has got a very small number, 695. Let me write that. Jigar has done 80,246, 236. Okay, 80236, and is subtracting the other number is 79541. Okay, 79541. All are different. That's fine. So now on the difference, 6 minus 1 is 5. 13 minus 4 would be 9. And 11 minus 5 would be 6. So 695. Wonderful. Wonderful. This is much less. But is it smallest? I don't think so. Ashri Vishnu, we have got a smaller number than this. I hope your calculation is correct. But we already have got a smaller number. But is it smallest? Jigar, can you try to get a further less number than this? Further smaller number than this? See, find out. Others also. I'm giving you 1 or 2 more minutes. Jaldi se karo. And think logically. Sumit, you have reached to a smaller number, 2,264, but we have already received 695 only by Jigar. Tejeshwar, अबे तुक्का नहीं मारना भाई, 99 कैसे आया? Which numbers you are subtracting, Tejeshwar? 99 तो गड़बड़ है. Oh, wonderful. Sri Vishnu has got much smaller number. Let me write. I'm using the space. It is, where it is, 50136. 50136. And the other number he's subtracting is, it is 49872. Wonderful. 49872. And this difference comes out to be how much? Let me subtract it. 6 minus 2 is 4. And 13 minus 7 would be 6. And this 500 minus 198 would be 2. So 264 is wonderful. It is much less than 695. But I can see another smaller answer by Ananya. Wonderful. Ananya has got further smaller number. So dear students, I want see, you have reached way less, right? We started with 11,221, then 11,111, and meanwhile many thousands answers were also there, 2,000, 3,000 something, and 695, 264, and Ananya has reached up to 247. Sivatmika says 248. Let me write first Sivatmika answer. Sivatmika is saying 50123, 50123 and 49875, 49875, and the difference, all the numbers are different, that's fine. 13 minus 5 is 8. Then 11 minus 7 would be 4, 500 minus 498 would be 2. So 248, that's perfectly fine. And it is certainly smaller than 264. But meanwhile, Ananya has given 247. And I hope her calculations are fine. Ananya, are you sure? Can you further reduce it? Please try for that. I'm not writing your solutions right now. But can you further reduce it? Or is it minimum? What do you say? Try. So 248 I have already written here, and 247 is also given in the comments already. Nitin Pandey also has reached to 247. Acha, Nitin Pandey ka the values you have, numbers you have written are same. Nitin, you have also given the same, exactly same values as Ananya has written. Wonderful. Sunil also reached there. Yes, wonderful, Sunil. Earlier he was saying 2000 something. Now also he has reached to 247. Okay. Coming to the point now, how to think? You got so many different answers. कुछ repeat नहीं हुआ है भैया, कहाँ repeat हुआ है? अच्छा, इस वाले में repeat हुआ है, हाँ, ये गड़बड़ है. Yeah, here 5 has been repeated, so that is not correct. Sri Vishnu, I think he got this, or somebody else. कौन किसका था ये? This is mistaken. Sivatmika said yes. Sivatmika, you have repeated 5 here. So this is incorrect. This is not correct. But all others were fine. Others were fine, right? Others we had checked, or they just were different. Okay, Ananya is confirming it is a minimum 247. Now many have got 247. Now let's see, what is the thought process? See, by the way, Ananya, will you confirm? Will you tell you thought process? How are you sure that this is minimum? Because I'm sure that others are trying to manipulate the digits. They are just trying to change the digits to get the answer, reduce the answer. That's how we got different answers. But how you are making this statement, this is certainly minimum. How you are sure about that? What is your thought process? At 247, many of you have got. I have not written that. I am going to write that. But I want to know your thought process. Why you are considering that this is certainly minimum. By the way, to minimize the answer, what should be the condition? See, we are having this 10,000 place digits, and after that we have 4 more digits, right? Right? In these places, we have to put the numbers and then we have to take the difference, isn't it? That is the whole situation. Now tell me, what do you suggest? The numbers at these 10,000 places, what kind of numbers they should be? What kind of numbers should be put at these 10,000 places? Any suggestions? Any idea? What should be the difference between these two numbers? They can't be same, of course. They have to be different. So what should be the difference between these two numbers? This difference can't be 0. They are not same numbers, right? Shri Vishnu, they are not same numbers. They are certainly different numbers. So what needs to be the difference here between these two numbers? 1. Yes, exactly 1. Ananya saying last 5 is and maximum is this, so I came to the middle. Yes, you are trying, just trying, and that's what I'm saying. Maybe somebody could get less number than you, less difference than you. And Nitin Pandey is saying we are taking one side minimum and maximum service. Yes, exactly, Nitin. That's the thing. That's the thing. Yes, Ananya. You are close to the correct logic, but it is still not foolproof thing. Yes, Tejesh, that's fine. There should be consecutive digits. There should be the difference of 1. ठीक है ना? That's clear to everyone. Yes, Ashita is also mentioning that. Ananya then that's fine, Ananya. That's fine. Okay. So this difference should be 1. Every one of this you agree. But to have this consecutive digits or this having that digit difference 1, there are many possibilities, right? 2 1, 3 2, 4 3, 5 4, 7 6, 9 8. There are many possibilities, right? So let's fill these places afterwards. We will fill these places afterwards. Is it okay? Is it clear so far? Yes. Now no need to give you a commentary here. Just focus what we are discussing. So these two numbers are consecutive and there are various possibilities for that. So for the time being, let's leave that. But we know that they are going to be certainly consecutive. ठीक है ना? आगे बढ़ते हैं. Now tell me, we have fixed that these are the consecutive numbers. This is the larger one. This is the smaller one, right? Now what about this remaining number? This the number formed by these 4 digits. it need to be smallest or largest? It should be maximized or minimized. What do you say? In this larger number, in this greater number, this number formed by the last 4 digits, should it be small or should it be large? What do you say? Smallest. Exactly, Ayushman. And we are having all the 10 digits available. We are having 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So you can use any of the digits. We have not used any digits so far. So what smallest number can we make by using these 4 digits? Please write in comments here. What smallest number can you make by using these any 4 digits from this? What smallest number can you make? It's good that you understand that, Ayushman, Asher, Sivatmika. This is very nice. So now tell me which smallest number, what smallest number can we make by using any of the 4 digits available? All the digits are available right now, right? All the digits are available. It's certainly 0, 1, 2, 3, exactly. Now 0 can be used here because we still have this starting digit remaining, right? So 0 can be used here, no problem. So 0, 1, 2, 3 is certainly the number formed by last 2 digits here. ठीक है ना? Now next same question for number formed by these 4 digits in this smaller number. So the number formed by these 4 digits, should it be small or should it be large? What do you say? See, our objective, you know, our objective is to find the least difference. So what about this number formed by last 4 digits here? Should it be small or should it be large? Yes, it should be largest, maximum, exactly. And what would that value be? What would that value be? Sivatmika, that's not correct. Yes, Asha, that's fine. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. It's 9876. It should be largest. It should be largest. And with the available digits, these digits we have already used. So with the available digits, so 9876, that would be the largest number which you can make by using the available digits. Now only 2 digits are remaining, 4 and 5. Obviously, the larger one is to be put at above and the small one at lower number, 5 and 4. That's it, right? Now we can find the difference. Is it clear? Now you can find the difference easily. So 13 minus 6 would be 7, and then 11 minus 7 would be 4, and then it's 500 minus 498 is 2. So 247 is indeed the smallest difference, the minimum difference which we were looking for. Is it fine? Yes, so 247 is the right answer here. Good comment, Asha. Yes, that's what I was looking for. Maza aaya na? Derek, मोक्स में अभी कितना स्कोर आना चाहिए? अरे मेरे भाई, as much as you can. I have already answered that. See, this predictive mode ना, I don't feel like that. Can you control कितना स्कोर आना चाहिए? If you can control, then you would try to maximize it, and you should do that, है ना? So I have already answered your query earlier also, Derek, that never think in that way. You need to what do you call? You need to change your दृष्टिकोण, है ना? अपने देखने का पर्सपेक्टिव बदलो, है ना? अपने देखने का पर्सपेक्टिव बदलो, है ना? कितने मार्क्स आएंगे, कितना लाना सफिशिएंट है, कितना एक्यूरेसी चलेगा, कितना परसेंट एक्यूरेसी इज फाइन, कितना अटेम्प्ट करूं? अरे why not do all the questions if possible for you? So just increase your capability and do the best and leave the rest. All right, do the best and leave the rest. That should be your motto. That should be your statement. Okay, yes, next puzzle. अरे नहीं, next question करते हैं, next set करते हैं. We have less time now remaining now. So let's move to the next set, LRDI set. And by the way, for these puzzles and mathematical questions and all these things, I've already shared yesterday also. So I run a Telegram group, so you can join there. There are various Sudoku. Sudoku is a very nice game which you should regularly solve. And other than that, there are various kind of puzzles also, number puzzles, logical puzzles, quantitative questions. So many questions I share regularly in my Telegram group there. That is basically meant for school students, primarily for school students. I have made that because I teach in CBSE schools also, and I take trainings of CBSE school teachers also from CBSE side. So basically, this is good for everyone. If you love mathematics, if you love logical puzzles, then you can go for that. So you can message me on Telegram if you wish to join. So I will share you that joining link, and then you can solve more puzzles regularly. ठीक है ना? So it's Keshav Krishna, KESAVAKRSN. That is my Telegram handle. That's my spiritual name. So you can message me, and I will send you the link. You can join there. ठीक है ना? And many of you already are there already. ठीक है? So and there's one good resource I have shared many times. I think in last class also I shared that Circle 9 puzzle. That's very good source. Circle 9 puzzle. You can check on Google and you will find the first link there. So they are having some good puzzles regularly. You can solve that. Somebody was asking for more resources for logical puzzles and like that. I think Asher was that, right? So these are some of the things. Sudokus you should play regularly. By the way, I share that and various other kinds of puzzles also in that Telegram channel. And what else? What else? I think that is more than sufficient. That is more than sufficient. See, what is the important part is that regularity is the discipline is the most important part, right? So in the disciplined way, you are making it a habit that daily you are solving problems, daily you are solving puzzles. So your mind get a hint that भाई ये आदमी मुझे छोड़ने वाला नहीं है, ये मुझे use करने वाला है. You know, most of the times our minds are relaxed. They don't want to work, right? They don't want to work. Many students बोलते shortcut बता दो, कुछ जुगाड़ बता दो, दिमाग ना लगाना पड़े, right? So sometimes we don't want to use our intelligence. But if you give this instruction to your mind, bhai, you need to work, right? So then mind will be trained. You will be just on the uplifting part. That is a good thing. Okay? Yes. So I'm moving to the next set now. Next set, and it is certainly a CAT level question. And I was seeing that question. Just I was overviewing the sets. So now this set is exactly based on a previous CAT level question and slightly on the higher difficulty side, right? Slightly on the higher difficulty side. So if you are already well versed with previous CAT questions, so then you can find it very comfortable. And but if you have not seen much CAT questions, if you have not solved much, if you are not have practiced enough, so then this is going to be tough set for you. Okay, so let's move to the next set. Let's move to this next set. This we already done. So yes, here it is. And I'm sure everything must be clearly visible here. So this is all information and the questions are on the next slide. I'm showing the questions also, and then I will come back to the same slide. Okay, I'm showing the questions, and here are the questions. If you want to take a screenshot, so you can take a screenshot. You can take a screenshot of the questions, and then I move back to that slide containing the instructions. Please confirm, have you taken the screenshot? If you have done, you can write done or yes, whatever you feel like. And then I will move back to that screen which shows the instructions. Yes, 10 minutes is sufficient time, more than sufficient, Bangalore. You must be able to do. Maybe even less time you can be able to do. So 10 minutes is more than sufficient. So I'm giving you 10 minutes. So only Atishay has done so far. What about others? Bhaiyon, bhainon? Ho gaya na? Okay, so I'm moving back to that screen containing instructions. Your time starts now. So it's 22:52 in my system watch. And 10 minutes means it is 23:02. Arey baba. Fine, do it. And by the way, one more thing I would like to intervene in between. We are starting our Forward 15 series. It started just today only. If you have not seen that yet, so it's for everyone. You can take a benefit at a very small token price. That will be certainly excellent booster for your score, which many of you are looking for. Okay. Yes, Akul. Good, Bangalore. Cool. I think I just got a message for this late night session by our team there. I guess this is the first time I'm taking this late night session. No problem, Akul. This one set is there. If you still are not exhausted, you can attempt this one set. This is the last set for the day now. 4 or 15 sessions will be available on Facebook group. They are free for everyone. The sessions can be seen, and there are many more things associated with a token amount of fee, and that is certainly going to boost your score. So go for that. You can check the details in our website iQuanta.in. Yes, certainly, Asher, certainly. At least you will get a good start. At whatever level you are, whether you are a new aspirant to prepare, who has started just preparing, started the preparation, those who are in the middle of preparation, or those who have completed preparation, for everyone at whatever level you are certainly going to get a boost. Okay, I won't speak in between now. First, solve this question, and after that, I shall take your queries. Yes, Ritika, yes, everything will be there. It will be there, Malika. It may take some time, but it will be there. If anything is unclear in the question, you can ask. You have 5 more minutes. Bangalore not getting, time is almost up, 3 minutes remaining. Bangalore, what stuff you are not getting? I think the language is pretty simple. This person is having some questions with him which is solving, which is completing. So some are being completed, some are pending, which is carried forward to the next day, right? Like that. That's it. Try to think once again. Try to think once again. Question with him means previous plus new one. Exactly. Yes, right. That's true, Asher. So question with him, that means some question may be the pending questions from the previous days and the new ones. Exactly. Malaika, 38, day 6, 3, day 6. What is that? Are you telling me something or are you asking something, Malaika? I didn't get you. Day 6, 3, day 6, 3, day 6. What is that? 3, day 6. Tell me again, Malaika, what do you want to ask? The answer. Acha, you are telling the answers. Okay, okay, fine. Acha, I have not seen the questions now. Good, good. So Malaika has got the answers also. Nice. So we shall check them. If you wish, I can write at the top here so that I will not miss. 36, day 6, 3 and day 6. Okay. By the way, Atishay has some different answers. And the same answer, 38, day 6. Okay. So I am writing the answers given by you, 38, day 6. Let me write D6. And then for next one, is 3 and then day 6. Okay, I'm writing it like that. Okay, so these are the answers given by Malaika, who is the first one to answer. And Atisha has also started to give answers. So our scheduled time of 23:02 is already up. I guess I took here some time in between. I distracted you. So I'm giving you 1 more minute. Okay, I'm giving you 1 more minute. After that, we shall discuss. I'm giving you 1 more minute. After that, we shall discuss. I'm waiting for a few more answers at least. And I can see that still people are awake. You have not. साथ में गेम तो नहीं खेल रहे हो ना? कोई मूवी तो नहीं चला रखा है? Okay, Atisha is not getting third question. Baki, he has given the same answers as Malaika. And I have not received any other answers so far. Yes, others, I am waiting some more answers. Shall we start the discussion? Sivatmika has given the answers. Good. Okay. Okay, let's start now. Let's start. Enough time has been given now. So let's start the discussion. So here, let me read first. See, I have said you many times this. So our objective of these sessions is that on whether this session, this is one thing that is a sort of promotion also. I was just thinking that it's sort of CSR also, corporate social responsibility. So you are getting the exact and maybe sometimes even better content and quality at actually no cost, right? At actually no cost. These sessions are all free for everyone, right? Whether you have already joined iQuanta or you may not have joined, whatever be the situation. So our objective right now is to uplift you, that you should be actually uplifted, right? It's not just promotion. No, it's actually promoting the subject knowledge within you, promoting the intelligence level among you, uplifting the level of intelligence so that you can be uplifted actually, right? That is a major objective. So, here just solving one question is not the criteria. Developing that right attitude, that is the criteria. So, for that the reading and comprehending properly, clearly is very much essential. And for that we may need to slow down our speed. I have already mentioned that accuracy is much more important than speed. Speed is by default. I speak fast, I know that, right? So that is by default. So intentionally I can try to slow it down, but after a few moments it will again be faster now. By the way, nowadays people have a habit of watching any recorded video at 1.5x, 2x, or maybe more than that, right? So it works. It doesn't matter. So speed is not the what we need to focus on. We need to focus on accuracy, and for that we need to slow down ourselves. So it says Amit, who is an iQuanta crash course student, received questions from Indrajit sir for a period of 12 particular days. So okay, there are 12 days when this student is getting some questions, right? Now the table below gives the number of questions with him pending since last day or new. It is not or, it is plus basically. So it is sum of the two, right? The questions with him at any moment of time is sum of the two type of questions. The questions which are pending from the previous day or days, and the new questions. Why it is written or? Because it might be possible that no new question may have been given on that day. That may be possible, right? So that's why or was written here. Anyhow, so if both things are there, it is a sum of the two. Now, and the number of questions completed by him each day. So here in the table we are having the number of questions completed by him each day. So he was having total 7 questions with him on this day 1, and he completed 5 of them, right? So that's just an indication. Now in the 7 questions, are they all new questions? Let's see. So what else is given? Since it was not possible to complete all the questions immediately, some questions were postponed, right? Some questions were postponed by 1 or more days, right? अगर नहीं हुआ तो अगले दिन postpone कर देंगे, like that, because of the time constraint, not because of difficulty level, right? ऐसा नहीं कि पहले का क्वेश्चन छोड़ के अगला क्वेश्चन कर दें, maybe it was difficult. No, that thing will be clarified further. So, but while doing so, Amit made sure, now that is an important point, Amit made sure that the question received first, the question which is received first got completed first, right? So the questions which are being postponed, it is not because of their difficulty level, it is because of some time constraint or something. So otherwise he solved that question first, he completed that question first which was received first, right? If we are having 2 questions, the question which was received first will be solved first, whether in the same day or the next day, depending upon the time available. Fine, that is one thing. Okay, आगे बढ़ते हैं. So this table we are having, and there is something else also written here. It is also known that 2 questions that were pending before these particular 12 days were completed on day 1. Okay, so this 7 is not the new questions, it includes 2 pending questions from the previous task, from a previous day also, which were completed on this day 1 only by this student Amit, right? So they are to be taken care of. And I think anything else, no other questions carried forward to day 1. ठीक है, so day 1 पे और कहीं से कोई question नहीं आया, right? So this day 1 पे the questions he is having, they are not all new questions. Some questions have been carried forward from the previous day. How many? 2, right? 2 questions were pending before these particular 12 days, and they were completed on day 1. Okay, so basically let's put these values now. Let me use this yellow only. So 2 questions were pending from the previous day, they have been solved here, right? All these 2 questions were solved here, and that means how many new questions were here? So let me put it in blue. So 5 questions certainly are new, which were provided on this day 1, isn't it? A simple calculation. Amit is lazy. Maybe Sivatmika, yes, it may be. So, but he is intelligent, Sivatmika, you must agree that he is intelligent, he is able to solve, he or she, whatever. Amit is generally male, huh? So he is intelligent that there was not a single question which he left because of difficulty level. है ना? uh, yes, no problem. Okay, so so 2 questions were pending from the previous day, that is given, and 5 are new questions given on day 1. Now, but he completed only 5 questions on this day. So 2 were solved. This one, right? It was already mentioned that he completed that question first, which was received first, right? So these 2 questions were pending, so they were solved first. They were completed first. After that, he completed 3 more questions. That means out of these 5, he completed 3 questions on this day 1, right? So that means 2 questions from this day 1 questions were carried forward on the next day, right? So they will be mentioned in yellow here. So I'm mentioning it in yellow here. So from this 5 questions, 3 questions were solved on the same day, completed on the same day, and 2 questions were carried forward, right? Now, the total questions he had here 8. So there are 6 new questions, but he has solved 6. So these 2 are certainly solved. These 2 are certainly solved, and the new question, the new 6 question which he received on this day, out of that, how many have been solved? 4 questions, right? I hope it is clear. So 2 were solved from the previous day pending questions, and 4 new questions have been solved. Now the remaining 2 questions certainly move further again. So the same thing needs to be continued. Let me do it fast now. So 2 questions, the 2 pending questions go to the next day, and because 4 are solved, so first these 2 would be solved, and the 2 more are being solved from the new questions. And he received 4 new questions on this day, because total 6 questions he is having. So out of these 4, only 2 were being solved. Again, 2 carried forward. Let's move it fast. So now 2 questions carried forward to the next day. They are certainly solved, because total 7 questions have been solved. So other than these 2, he is having 7 more questions. So 7 new questions he has received on this day, and out of which 5 have been solved on the same day, right? Because total 7 questions have been completed. Now 2 questions again were carried forward to the next day. So 2 questions were carried forward to the next day, and they are certainly solved, because total 8 questions have been completed. So remaining, how many? He has got 8 new questions on day 5, out of which 6 have been solved on the same day. Again, 2 questions move to the next day, right? So they are carried forward to the next day, and they 2 are certainly solved, because total 4 questions have been solved. So 2 have been solved from the previous day, and this day he received 10 new questions, because he had total 12, out of which only 2 questions have been solved, right? So this time 8 questions have been, this time 8 questions have been carried forward to the next day, right? And again, not all these are solved. This time only 5 have been solved. So these, out of this 8, 3 more will be carried forward to the next day, right? So let me write it this way, that 8 questions he had from the previous day, and 3 new questions. And now this time there is a slight change. Be very careful about this. Now this time, these previous days carried forward 8 questions. Out of that, only 5 have been solved. So 3 from this and 3 from this, right? So 3 questions, all they are carried forward, and 3 have been carried forward further. So these 6 questions have been carried forward, right? And this day he has solved 6 questions. So all the 6 pending questions have been solved now, right? All the 6 questions pending have been solved now. So the 3 which were pending from the day before yesterday, right? Day before earlier, and 1 from last day only, right? But this time he got 8 new questions which remain unsolved, right? They remain unsolved. तो इसमें से कोई भी solve नहीं किया है. Now all of these 8 questions move further. They are carried forward to the day 9, and all these are solved on this next day, and 13 new questions, so not 13, sorry, how much? 5, right? 8 was already there, 8 plus 5, 13. So 5 new questions he has got here, and out of these 5 questions, nothing has been solved on the same day. They were carried forward to the next day. These 5 questions move here, and all of them are solved. He has solved 10 questions, and he got 6 new questions, out of which also 5 questions are solved, right? And now 1 question is remaining, which is carried forward to the next day, and that has been solved, completed. And 8 new questions have been received on this day, out of which 7 questions have been completed. Now 1 question would be carried forward to the next day, and which is certainly solved, and 7 new questions have been received on this day, out of which 5 questions have been answered only, so 2 questions are still remaining, right? 2 questions are still remaining, and this day 12 is completed. Fine. I hope it is okay. Have I made any mistake? Please check. Please check this table which I have made. Is it fine? I hope there should not be any mistake. Let me check myself. 7 में से 2 pending थे, तो 2 have been solved and 5 new questions. Out of 5, 3 have been solved. So total 5 questions were solved. 2 were carried forward. Right now, these 2 have been solved because total 6 were solved. So 4 more were solved from the new 6 questions. That's fine. And now 2 are remaining, which are carried forward to the next day. So these 2 have been solved. So 2 more have been solved from the 4 new questions, and 2 are pending and carried forward to the next day. These 2 are solved this day. 5 more new questions have been solved from the new ones. New are 7. So out of which 7, 2 have been carried forward to the next day, and these 2 are solved again. So the 6 more questions solved from the 8 new questions received this day, and remaining 2 are carried forward for the next day. These are solved, and 2 more have been solved from the remaining 10 new questions of this day, and that has been out of 8 remaining, they have been transferred to the next day. That's fine. Okay, na? And out of this 8, now 5 have been solved only. So this still 3 is carried forward for the next day, and the 3 new questions are also there. They are carried forward to the next day. I hope it is fine. And what else? Now all these 6 questions have been solved here. Now this 8 questions, the new ones which we received here, so they are still pending. Now this 8 questions are carried forward to the next day. 8 are solved here, and the 5 new questions, they are still pending. All these 5 questions carried forward to the next day. They are solved here, and the 5 more questions have been completed from the 6 new ones. So 1 is pending, 1 goes here. This is solved here. 7 more are being solved, like that. Okay, I hope it is fine. Okay, na? Yes, thank you, Zigar, for confirmation. I hope others are also awake. So that's the whole part. That's it. Nothing else. Can we do anything? Acha, can we calculate the number of new questions? Can we calculate the number of new questions? Yes, these blue ones which are written in this first column, these are the new questions given on that particular day. Day 1, he received 5 new questions, 6 new questions, 4 new questions, so like that. They written all the things, right? So we can add them and we can find whatever is required. So let's move to the questions now. Let's move to the questions now quickly. So here it is. First question. In all, how many questions were postponed by 1 or more days in this duration, right? So how many questions were postponed? Not new questions. It was asking about how many questions were postponed. Let's go back. Let's go back. See, now we need to be very careful about this part here, right? We need to be very careful about this part here, because these 8 questions and these 3 questions, these 3 questions are already there, right? They are not to be counted again. All right. So here I also only need to consider these 3 questions. So let me count. So I need to take the yellow questions. So question, let me read once again. In all, how many questions were postponed by 1 or more days? So do we need to take the previous pending questions? Do we need to take the previous pending questions? Yes or no? That's doubtful. We are having options here. We are having options here. By the options are too far, so it should work out. So what do you suggest? Should we consider this previous 2 questions or not? The previous pending 2 questions. Let's do that. Let's consider them. So 2 plus 2, 4, 4 plus 2, 6, 6 plus 2, 8, 8 plus 2, 8 plus 2 is how much? 10, 10 plus 2, 12, 12 and 8, 12 and 8. 12 and 8 is 20, 20 and 3, 23, 23 and 8, 31, 31 and 5, 36, 36 and 1, 37, 37 and 1, 38, right? And 2 more, right? Now 2, ya to consider this one or consider that one. 38 is there in the option. So 38 should be the answer, right? 38 would be the answer, right? So there was a gap or difference of 2. So either don't consider the initial questions or don't consider the last one, though as options are quite far away, so that's not a confusion. So 38 is certainly the right answer here. ठीक है ना? Is it okay? Moving to the next question. Second question says, if it happened only once, what happened only once? That some questions received in a particular day could not be completed even the next day. Yes, that happened once. So there's not a condition of it if it actually happened, right? It actually happened that we have seen. So which is that particular day? So which is that particular day that we have seen? Let me see this one, right? Day 6, right? Day 6. So from day 6, we can see that 8 questions were postponed to the next day, and it was not completed here still. So still 3 questions were postponed further next day, right? So this is day 6 on which this happened, right? It is day 6. So day 6, that is option 3. All right. Fine, and let's move to the third question now. For how many days could not a single question received in the day be completed in the same day? Okay, that means the question which were received and on that day, single question was not solved from that. So here we have solved some questions, solved some questions, solved some question. So it is zero, two times only, right? It is two times. So we can easily see that there are only 2 days when we have not solved a single question from the questions given on that same day. So 2 would be the answer here. Asher is asking repeat. Which one, Asher? Which part you want me to repeat? Which part you want me to repeat? Here answer would be 2. Which part you want me to repeat? Please tell me. Someone. अरे उसने 3 बोला था. 3 कैसे आया भाई? We have solved question given on that day. No? There are only 2 occasions. 2 such occasions when we have not solved even a single question on the same day. Second question. Second question, okay, Asher is asking. What was second question? I forgot. Achha, second question ye to tha na beta. Second question, let me read once again. Second question said here, Asher, that if it happened only once that some questions received in a particular day could not be completed even in the next day. See, on certain day you got some questions. Asher, try to understand. On a certain day you get some questions, right? We have got many questions every day. So on certain day you got many questions, some questions. You can solve on same day or you can postpone it on next day, right? Most of the times it happened that they were solved on the same day or they were solved certainly on the second day. But if it is possible, it is in the question it is saying it happened once that some questions received in a particular day could not be completed even next day. Even in the next day, that means agle din bhi complete nahi hue, they had to be postponed to further next day, right? So which day it was? So which is that particular day? So which is that particular day? It is asking about this day, right? So the day when the questions were received, right? The day when the questions were received. So it was day 6, right? So we have seen from the table, on the day 6, we received these 10 new questions. So only 2 were solved on the same day. They were postponed to the next day, 8 questions, out of which only 5 questions were solved in that day. So further next day, 3 questions were postponed and then they were solved. So these are the questions given on day 6. So which were not solved even on the next day, they had to be solved. They took 1 more day to be solved. Is it fine? Okay. Galat kar liya tha. Jigar is saying, sir, on the 7th, 8th and 9th, Amrit has solved the new questions given to him. And 7th, 8th and 9th. Ah, yes, that's true. That's true. हाँ Jigar, that's true. So on day 6, अच्छा हाँ अरे हाँ ठीक है. Yes, you're right. You're right, Jigar, you are talking about this. Yes, I forgot to mention it here. So these 3 questions were not solved here. Yes, so it becomes 3. Exactly. Thank you for that correction. Yes, Jigar, thank you for that correction. I had not mentioned it here. That's why I missed that part. So this 3 is right. Yes, somebody, I think, किसी ने तो बताया था. I think Malaika got this answer. Yes, it is 3. I missed this part. Right? I had not written 0 here. That's why. So the answer for this third question would be 3, not 2. It would be 3. Option 4, yes, 3. That's correct. Thank you, Jigar. Yes, that's correct. That's correct. Okay, let's move to the last question. In which of the following days were the maximum number of questions received? In which of the following days were the maximum number of questions received? It is not asking about the total number of questions on the particular day. It is asking about the number of new questions being received on the particular day, right? The number of new questions received on the particular day when it is maximum. That's what the question is. So on which day you are having the maximum new questions? 5, 6, 4, 7, 8, 10 is the highest so far. 3, 8, 5, 6, 8. Yes, 10 is the highest. That is day 6, right? 10 is the highest number of new questions received on a particular day. So answer here would be day 6, that is option 1. So 38, day 6, 3, day 6. Yes, Malaika, all your answers are perfectly fine, top notch. So options 2, 3, 4, 1. So options, if you write 2, 3, 4, 1. So these are the options of the correct answers. Fine, if there's any confusion or any doubt in any of the questions, you can ask. Otherwise, that's end for the day. Hey, Lokesh sir. So हम भी आरंभ कर दिए हैं सर ये रात की क्लासेस लेने के लिए. तो लोकेश सर is one of my, what should I say, closest to the heart, one of the faculty members. I have worked with so many teachers, so many kind of persons, and Lokesh is very related to me from many years now. कितने साल हो गए? Maybe around since the beginning, almost beginning of my career and his career also in teaching field, and he has been always really, I already mentioned, closest to the heart faculty members, among the faculty members, and he has just Aramb. Okay, thank you everyone, sir. Okay, anyone, any question, any doubts? Yes, thank you, Jigar, that's done. When not in yes, that's true. AWA review, I have done that. And good night. Earlier, I could never understand these tough DILR sets, but after attending commercial classes, I have learned the right approach and way to solve this. Array, Lokesh sir, thank you. Okay, so all of you, so yes, good night from my side. Hare Krishna. If anyone is having any doubt, any question, I'm here for 1 or 2 more minutes. I hope all these questions and answers are very clear to all of you. Bhai, good night, bye bye. कुछ तो बोल के जाना, ऐसे मत जाना है ना. You can also mention your feedback, review, anything, and your experience also. Oh, advance happy Guru Purnima. Array, thank you, Shri Vishnu. Good night. Asher, how many DILR questions one should solve approximately before CAT 100? CAT 100? Acha, you are talking about the 100 sets. As much as possible. See, answer is same as I was giving to Derek also. See, it is marketing, it is business. Hai na? How many mock tests you should give? If someone say 100, so no institute provide 100 tests, mock tests in a year, right? In 1 year, one institute can provide 10 sets, 10 mock tests, 20 mock tests, right? At most. So that means if you are someone is saying you should take at least 100 mock tests, that means you need to buy 5 different mock test series, isn't it? That's a business, right? That's business. So point is that solve as much as possible, as practically possible for you, right? And you should become well versed with different kind of questions. That is what is required, you know? And that will give you confidence also. And that is what is required. You should be confident while going to the examination center, you know? Okay, Aditi joined late but was able to understand some concepts. Good. Malaika, thank you. You deserve the applaud, Malaika. You were very fast with all the correct answers. Very nice. Yes, welcome, Aditi. And thank you everyone. Thank you, Asher. Thank you everyone. So I shall stop here. Hare Krishna. And thank you, Lokesh sir, if you are still here. Thank you. Hare Krishna. And we have a few, actually these questions we have already done. I think some, yes, this ABC batch, MOCAT and all this. So last batch. So you can join any of the things if you wish. That's all from my side. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna, Lokesh sir.